the International Atomic Energy Agency mission to the Ukrainian nuclear power plant is essentially trying to ascertain whether safety, security, and safeguard compliance are in order at the Ukrainian nuclear power plant. Are the Ukrainian operators operating at gunpoint from the Russians able to actually have the composure to operate the power plant securely? So that would be one question they would have to answer. The second question is, does the plant have enough backup power to keep cooling, which is absolutely essential to prevent a nuclear disaster? So that would be a second thing to be looking at. So whether the cooling is inadequate, both for the nuclear power plant and for the storage of spent fuel, and when there is energy supply and emergency communication. All of those have been severed to some extent by physical and cyber damage. The importance of the power plant has two dimensions to it. When in safe operation, it provides a fair amount of the energy supply to the Ukraine, which is a large nation of 44 million. So that's quite meaningful economically, and also in keeping the spirit up that Ukraine is able to operate safely nuclear power plants that provide energy. It's extremely important with the winter around the corner, and the winter then tends to be quite cold. So this is a kind of a human life type of thing. It's not just an economic damage if it doesn't work. For others, there is a different issue altogether, namely that if there is an accident in the nuclear power plant, it could be much, much worse than Chernobyl. So we're dealing here with something that could have the potential to be the worst nuclear accident ever that would affect all of Europe and in fact beyond Europe as well. So we have here both a humanitarian aspect, an economic aspect, and obviously a political issue. The biggest challenge in front of them is to make it acceptable to the Ukrainians who are operating the plants and the Russians who are minding them that the IAEA would retain a mission there that would act as both a custodian of security and a deterrence against interruptions.